At the Graham Dingle Foundation, we help kids overcome life's obstacles. Our programs build resilience and open young eyes to new possibilities. We stand alongside our young people to ensure they make the most of their precious lives. Our mentors and teams are there, helping them put anxiety and uncertainty aside and to stay connected.
Across Aotearoa to change the negative youth statistics in our country. Over time, we've added new programs, rebranded and grown exponentially to reach and empower as many tamariki and rangatahi across the country as possible. It all started in 1994 when we gathered with friends and iconic Kiwis on One Tree Hill after our return from the Arctic circumnavigation. We announced our intention to establish an organisation that would have a positive impact on the negative child and youth statistics we were seeing. After 2 years of research and development, we launched our flagship program, Project K. Using outdoor activities, community challenges and mentoring, Project K impacts on a young person at a pivotal time in their lives.
Project K could have not come into my life at a better time.
Project K's definitely helped me become the person and the rugby player I am today.
Project K won't last forever, but what you get out of it will.
Over the years, we introduced new programs to ensure we were reaching our tamariki and rangatahi in different periods of their development and to reduce the need for more intensive interventions. First came STARS, created to support, motivate and positively reinforce Year 9 students during their first year in secondary school. Not long after came Kiwi Can. Kiwi Can is for our tamariki, a fun, engaging program that teaches them the life skills and values they need to take forward in life.
Kiwi Can says,
Kiwi Can says, be yourself.
be yourself,
Keep it real.
and keep it real.
In 2010, the amazing Mind program joined our whānau, a great program focused on getting youth offenders back on track.
Thank you to the guys in Mind. You never gave up on me.
We then added Career Navigator to help students navigate their way through the endless career opportunities presented to them. Kiwi Tahi is the most recent program. This is aimed at tamariki with a high risk profile and gets them back on track. Our programs reach young people at different stages of their development and each play their part in empowering our upcoming generations to overcome the obstacles that life throws their way. Nearly 300,000, that's the number of young people our programs have reached in the last 25 years. We started off small in Tamaki Makaurau, and now we have 11 community partners spread across the country. From the far north to Invercargill, our teams are out there having a positive impact on our future leaders. 25 years, what a journey it's been, but the work doesn't end here. Here's to many more years of the Graham Dingle Foundation and empowering tamariki and rangatahi to help them understand what they have inside is greater than any obstacle.
And to help make New Zealand the best place in the world to be young.
Wow. 25 years, nearly 300,000 young New Zealanders. That is worth celebrating. Now, this occasion is made even more special, of course, by the attendance of their Excellencies Dame Patsy Reddy and Sir David Gascoigne. Kia ora. Thank you so much. We also want to acknowledge founders Sir Graham Dingle and Joanne Wilkinson, Lady Dingle, members of the Graham Dingle Foundation, and the Foundation's wonderful sponsors and friends who are here with us this afternoon. And this year is the first year that some of our audience are actually joining us through live streaming. And welcome to all of you, and a big thank you to Milford Asset Management for making this happen. Now, these awards that we celebrate today are not only made possible by the support we have received from our long-standing and wonderful sponsor, Stride. We would also very much like to acknowledge CEO of Stride, Philip Littlewood, who is with us today and for Stride's enduring support for this special event. Thank you so much. Now, just before we climb into our awards proper, a few small points to remember. The Vic, which is this wonderful old cinema that we are enjoying this afternoon, is a non-smoking venue, but if you do wish to smoke, please do so outside the building. Men and women's toilets are located left and right of the main entry to Cinema 1, and in the case of a fire emergency, there are fire exits. Please take note of them now. On either side of the stage and one at the main entry. So please follow the Vic staff if anything goes awry. And now I would like to invite Her Excellency the Right Honourable Dame Patsy Reddy, Governor-General of New Zealand and patron of the Graham Dingle Foundation.
Please welcome Dame Patsy.
E kui mā, e koro mā, e ngā tamariki, e ngā rangatahi o te wā. Tēnei aku mihi nui ki a koutou. Kia ora tātou katoa. First, I want to acknowledge Sir Graham Dingle and Joanne Wilkinson, Lady Dingle, as well as Jenny Stiles, Chief Executive of the Graham Dingle Foundation. Tēnā koutou. And thank you very much for inviting David and me to be here with you today as we celebrate the Graham Dingle Foundation Excellence Awards and the 25th anniversary of service by your foundation to the young people of Aotearoa. Over 25 years ago, as we heard from your amazing video presentation, Graham and Joanne gathered those prominent New Zealanders on One Tree Hill. It was interesting to see who they were. Some of you in the room won't know them, but I noticed, for example, one of my predecessors as Governor-General, Sir Paul Reeves, was among those people who gathered to discuss this idea of how to help our children thrive. Now, since launching the foundation, around 300,000 young New Zealanders have been through those programs, so it's a remarkable testament to how effective the foundation has been in doing exactly what it set out to do. Now, as the events of this year have unfolded, initiatives like the Graham Dingle Foundation have really proved their worth. Our young people's lives have been disrupted as schools scramble to respond to lockdown. At a moment's notice, classrooms were swapped with living rooms and extracurricular activities were put on hold. More emphasis was placed on students themselves to be motivated, self-motivated to learn or risk getting left behind. Young New Zealanders have had to develop resilience, and they can only do that if they receive the support they need. Now, I know that this year will have proved difficult for the foundation itself, but it was heartening to see that you rose to these challenges with adaptability and creativity. Classes were promptly moved online so students could still stay connected, and the lessons you teach are needed now more than ever. As we all face greater uncertainty about what the future will bring, our youth must be supported and empowered so that they can realise their full potential, because let's face it, young people are increasingly becoming the agents of change in our society. Chloe Swarbrick entered Parliament at 23. Campbell Barry was elected Mayor of Lower Hutt at only 28. And globally, of course, Swedish teenager Greta Thunberg has been one of the world's most visible advocates for the environment. So the people that you're working with are the people that will be making a difference, and not just in the future, like really soon. So I do look forward to hearing the stories of today's winners, to hear how they too are making a positive impact, not only for themselves, but for those around them. And I'd like to take this opportunity to pass on my thanks to the mentors and volunteers that enable them to make such a difference. Anthropologist Margaret Mead once said, "Never believe that a small group of caring, committed people can't change the world." for indeed it's the only thing that ever has. In these past 25 years, the Graham Dingle Foundation has been an example of caring and committed people achieving transformation. What started with just 2 people seeking to change the world is now 300,000 people strong. To today's winners, I offer my congratulations. Take the skills, confidence, and optimism you've gained and challenge yourselves to see how far you can go. Consider that everything to this point is just the forward in your play. Now you begin writing the main act. Kia ora, kia manua nui, kia atawhai, whiwhi tātou katoa. Thank you.
Thank you, Dame Patsy. We really appreciate your support for the foundation.
Thank you so much too for reminding all of us again how important the Graham Dingle Foundation is in terms of fostering resilience among our rangatahi. We also want to acknowledge the great support that the foundation receives from its sponsors. On the screen, you will see here the names and logos of those sponsors and friends. Without a doubt, the foundation's work is absolutely dependent on those sponsors, that family, that whānau, and their generosity, and we are enormously grateful to all of you.
Please acknowledge these partners.
And now it gives me great pleasure to invite to the stage the Foundation CEO. Please welcome Jenny Stiles.
Tēnā koe Carol, tēnā koe Anakit. Kia ora, no mai, haere mai. He rahi te kite I a koutou katoa. It is great to be here with you all this afternoon and to be part of what is a wonderful celebration every year. It did take a little bit to get there this year, so we went up the alert levels, down the alert levels, back up again, down again with a few changes of venue, numbers of guests shrinking and rising, but we got here. Then we had the small issue of the harbour bridge, but luckily there are ferries. So thankfully we had the team here at the Victoria, this lovely building, who were able to accommodate us no matter what the level. So we're very grateful to you, and it's wonderful to be here. I'd like to extend a huge thank you to their excellencies, Dame Patsy Reddy and Sir David Gascoigne, who are here with us again this year. Thank you for your support. It's been enduring support, and we welcome you both here today. Thank you. A special welcome also to Dame Neva Glavish in the audience also, and to Sir Graham Dingle, Joanne Wilkinson, Lady Dingle, and to Philip Littlewood, the CEO of Stride Property Group, who's our principal sponsor of the Excellence Awards here today. But thank you to all of you, to all of our students out there, to our community partners, many of you have come from around New Zealand today, to our sponsors, as we've already acknowledged, and our friends, lots of friends, we're lucky. So we're very grateful that you're all sharing this event today. This event is simply the absolute highlight of our year at the Graham Dingle Foundation. We get to share the successes and achievements of our students, our winners, but also share with the staff, the schools, and the volunteers and everyone that has helped them on their journey and on the way. This is where we get to hear and to share the very essence and the heartbeat of what makes our organisation come alive. And all the hard work of the year, all the dramas with funding and things like that just melts away when we hear our winning students, all of you, stand up and tell your own unique and amazing stories. And stories that just show what is possible if you give someone the chance, and then it's up to them. They run with it. And that's exactly what these students have done who are going to be speaking to you today. It gives everyone, I think, who supports our programs, hope and inspiration for the future, and you give back to all of us in ways that you'll never know. That's what makes it great. I'd like to acknowledge our founders, Sir Graham Dingle and Joanne Wilkinson, two people who set the course, as we've just seen, 25 years ago when they started the foundation. So they've impacted the lives of nearly 300,000 students, as we've heard, but if you ask them, and I talked to them quite a bit, they would say that their work has just begun. Their goal and the goal of the foundation and all of us is to ensure every child in Aotearoa gets the same chance to live their best life, one that's full of possibility and hope. Whoops, there go my glasses. And, you know, just like our winners, they grabbed that chance. So we want to find more of those students in the future. So today we have nearly 28,000 students across the country on a Graham Dingle Foundation program. This afternoon you're going to have the delight of listening to our winners. Students have made the most of their chances and they're winners. So this year, let's face it, it hasn't been your bog standard average kind of year, has it? Thanks to COVID-19. So a year ago, as we stood here at the very same awards in the evening, could you have imagined we would have experienced a lockdown with all the things that entailed? Or that international travel would be all but stopped? Or that we'd be talking about face masks and the hand sanitizer, and you'd have those in your goodie bags. So I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our Graham Dingle Foundation team, our community partners and our national office team, and together with some of our sponsors. So this year during lockdown, as Dame Patsy kindly already mentioned, we moved really, really fast and innovated, probably like we never have for a few years, to be honest. We got online, we stayed in touch with our students in every possible way. Our teams took to YouTube. Our KiwiCan leaders were just awesome. You should see some of the stuff they produced. Our mentors, our business mentors, filmed themselves in their own lounges and managed to beam themselves into the Career Navigated students' homes so that they could contribute as well. And then finally, as part of the Ministry of Education's series, our talented KiwiCan leaders went on air on TVNZ and were able to give more tamariki the lessons in well-being and things that they needed at the time, which was just fantastic. So funding challenges, tough at the best of times when you're an NGO, have been next level to get through this year. But many of our corporate sponsors, in fact all our corporate sponsors, our trust partners, individuals that support us and government have all stuck with us. So, you know, it's been an absolutely amazing effort and we thank you so very much for sticking with us. And hopefully today we'll be able to show you exactly why it's so important. The Graham Dingle Foundation was made an essential service level 4 during lockdown. But as, again, Dame Patsy's mentioned, I'm going to repeat on this theme, I believe that our role is going to be even more important in the coming years than it even was in lockdown. So it's to support our tamariki and rangatahi in an uncertain world, to give them, though, the resilience and the confidence to get out there and just face whatever comes at them, to overcome any obstacle. And then they'll be bulletproof, which is great. So to the students of 2020, you are amazing. This has been the toughest of years, and you are the class of 2020. You've done it. You've made it through your programs, and you've excelled, and you've won, which is incredible. We can't wait to hear all of your stories. But because you are a special bunch, and it's been a special year, we've actually come up with some prizes this year. So we need you to remember what seat you're in, you and your supporters. And in a minute, I'm going to have some help from my friends who are going to come up and help us find those prizes. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, students. Thank you for being here this afternoon to share this special day with us. It is now my absolute pleasure to introduce Philip Littlewood, who's our CEO of our major naming rights sponsor, Stride. Stride have sponsored us for many years. So, Philip, we're so grateful to you and your team. Thank you, and please welcome Philip Littlewood.
Thank you, Jenny. I haven't done what Jenny's done and printed her speech out in big font, so if I can read mine, wish me luck. Tēnā koutou katoa, welcome everyone today. Thank you, Jenny, for your very kind introduction. It's my honour to be addressing you all today, including Dame Patsy Reddy and Sir David Gascoigne, to Sir Graham and Lady Dingle, and of course to Jenny and her incredible team. But most importantly, it's an honour to be addressing today's award recipients. Firstly, I wanted to start today by telling you a little bit about me and our company, Stride Property Group, who, as Jenny mentioned, is very proud to be today's sponsor. My name is Philip Littlewood, and I am the CEO of Stride. You may not have heard of our company before, but just so firstly, a little bit about us. Stride is a large New Zealand-owned property company with about $2.5 billion in assets. We're listed on the New Zealand Stock Exchange, and about 98% of our shareholders are New Zealanders. We invest in, we develop, and we manage commercial property throughout New Zealand, from Kerikeri in the north to Invercargill in the south and many places in between, and from office buildings to industrial warehouses, from large format retail to town centres. We are a company, a little bit like the foundation, that has grown from humble beginnings of about 20 years ago, when a group of people who then worked for a company that was going through a number of corporate restructurings decided that instead of leaving that company and getting new jobs, they would start their own company instead. As you can imagine, this required a big leap of faith into the unknown, not unlike the journey many of you have been on this year. Today, around 105 people work with me at Stride. Across Stride's portfolios, we have over 600 businesses, leasing spaces we provide. These businesses employ tens of thousands of people in New Zealand, and our properties are visited tens of millions of times each year, and in many cases form part of the fabric of the local communities, businesses, and New Zealanders' lives. We interact with these businesses on a daily basis, and they range from some of the smallest in New Zealand, say a flower shop or your local hairdresser, through to some of New Zealand's largest businesses. And in many ways, this is part of what I like the most about working in our industry, and that we get to meet with and work with a huge range of people across New Zealand. So you can safely say that the success of our business is inextricably linked to the success of the whole of New Zealand. Without the budding entrepreneurs willing to take a chance and start a business, without communities supporting their local people, without the active contributions that we all make to society, and without all of us paying our part in investing in our next generation of leaders, we would never be able to achieve the success that we have been fortunate enough to reach over these past 20 years. And so to our involvement in the Graham Dingle Foundation. We've been involved with the foundation for about 10 years now. The foundation was first introduced to Stride by one of our directors, a gentleman by the name of John Harvey, when John was the managing partner of PwC. John had been very impressed with both the vision and drive that Sir Graham had for the foundation, but I think most importantly for the tangible difference the foundation made to the lives of young New Zealanders. I think this is my 5th or 6th time I've attended these awards, and it's one event I really look forward to each year. I know it takes huge courage for the recipients to stand up here in front of everyone and to tell your story, but I can tell you that the insight your stories give to people like me is incredibly valuable. They are heartwarming and encouraging, and at times heartbreaking. Without doubt, the biggest feeling I have when leaving this event is this: when people are given a chance, and a genuine chance, with a structure of support, care and guidance, just how much can be achieved, and in a relatively short period of time. I frequently hear stories like those from the Project K programs that have put people outside of their comfort zone, but as a result, it has increased their confidence and leadership traits. And I wanted to share just a couple of these stories with you today that have stuck out. The first one was Armenia Marchant, and I think this was 2016 or 17. And Armenia said, it sounds very familiar to my kids, I must admit to as well. She said, I was very hesitant to join Special K. I didn't know what to expect, and I wasn't that keen on camping, especially with people I barely knew and for such a long time. And then they tell me I can't take my phone. What? Spelt W-H-A-A-A-A-A-T. But Amelia, it worked out well for her. She said at the end, I now have the confidence to follow my dreams, and I look forward to what the future brings for me. And then there was Duante, who said, or who summarised his experience by saying, during my time, my self-confidence has improved. It has challenged me to try new things, and shows that despite anyone's needs, the foundation was able to provide me with the right support, nurturing and determination to help me succeed. And finally, there was Bailey Roma, and I think Bailey spoke at the first event that I attended back in 2015, and many of you will probably remember Bailey. She started her speech when talking about her mentor and saying, and I quote, I got the old guy. My mentor was a 50-something-year-old man, 50 years old. I wasn't sure if I'd made the right decision, but I went along with it anyway. I do have some sympathy for Bailey's initial concerns, but So she was off to a self-described shaky start. However, as you can expect, it all turned out pretty well, and I think some of the things she said were pretty poignant, so I'll go slowly. Bailey said that her mentor taught me to appreciate the little things in life that are often missed or overlooked, and to keep close to me those who I hold dearest in my life. And that when I don't achieve something, my mentor convinces me not to look at it like a failure. He helps me to see it as something else to work on, another challenge for another day. And finally, Bailey said, he taught me to believe in me, in my passion to live from within, to believe in magic, the kind that inspires change and creates hope. I thought that was pretty cool. I know that many of you will probably reflect on the completion of your program as one of the biggest achievements in your lives so far, and you're probably right. But I do want to challenge that. For me, I think putting yourself out there and applying for the program in the first place was at least an equal achievement. It's that initiative to see an opportunity, to put yourself out there and to take a risk that will stand you in the best position for the future. I can promise you there will be other opportunities if you keep looking for them, if you search them out, if you think, what else can I do? And if you believe it. At Stride, when we find people with that initiative, that curiosity and that determination, they are like gold dust, and we do whatever we can to support them. And so, in this year, in 2020, which has undoubtedly been one of the strangest, most challenging years that many of us have faced, I wanted to take this opportunity to say well done. In the face of numerous challenges, you have stood up and you have excelled. You have learned, you have grown, and you have achieved. I have no doubt that your experience this year will stay with you for the rest of your lives, and you will be the better for it. And so, on behalf of us all here at Stride, we wanted to say well done, congratulations, you are an inspiration to us. And keep going, don't stop here. There's plenty more opportunity for you to look forward to if you make it your own and shape your future. Thank you and good luck.
Yes. As Jenny mentioned, a fantastic way to put you in the mood for a Super Awards afternoon is by awarding some prizes to our audience. And we have two $100 Mitre 10 vouchers valued, as I said, at $100.
Bring the leaders up. Some are going to hand out the prizes. And some
Fantastic. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Can we have a round of applause for our leaders? Okay, so, and I'm going to call on my co-host, Aniket, to read out the numbers. So if you want to reach in there, Aniket, and grab one.
C3.
C3. C3. We've got a C3. Come on, C3, don't be shy. Come on, we've got a lovely Mitre 10 voucher. Valued at $100 here. Fantastic. We're not going to, we are. Thank you for being here today. For our next prize, we have this order? Oh.
That doesn't matter, whatever order, as long as you cover them.
Okay, so we have, we've got another $100 voucher. Yeah, and what's the number?
C5.
C5. Okay, we're favouring this side. This is obviously looking very lucky. C5. Come on up. Fantastic. I like this.
Basically, how that we've got two. This is Tremaine, by the way. I'm Brittany, Michael, and Noah. We're QK leaders. Tremaine, can you teach us our first celebration clap?
Okay, so our first celebration clap is called a laser clap. Everybody say laser clap.
Laser clap.
Laser clap. Okay, so when I say laser clap, I need you to clap 3 times like this. And you're going to say, you know. Is that good? Okay, so everybody's going to say laser clap.
Okay, I am now going to take a seat down here and I'm going to let these wonderful people be our presenters. No, I will do my part too. So we are looking at a $50 Kmart voucher is our next prize, and Aniket.
E18.
E18. Don't be. Woohoo! Beautiful. Okay, we've got another Kmart voucher. And Aniket, do your thing.
E3.
He always goes to the same side. Come on, E3. Who's E3? Oh. Beautiful. Fabulous. Okay, we're moving on to something that's truly exciting. A Māori All Black jersey. We have 3 of them to give away. So the first one now. And we're holding it up so you can see how beautiful it is. And a cat.
D2.
D2. Woohoo! Beautiful. Number 2, Māori All Black jersey. Here we come.
E10.
E10. Woo! Popular win for E10. Come on down and get your jersey. Fantastic. And just one more of those great All Black jerseys.
E19.
He's good. E19. Come on up, E19. Beautiful. Next, we've got a Kobe Bryant book, and this is going to be super popular with some of the folk out there.
D4.
D4. Yay! Come on, D4. It's showtime indeed. And now we've got something fabulous. It is a jewellery box, and we're going to hold it up. No? We're going to rummage, we're going to find it, and we've got it. Beautiful jewellery box. Aniket.
D5.
D5. You're going to be popular, D5. Thank you so much. You're the man. Okay. Something gorgeous for that jewellery box. It is a star necklace. A star necklace? Yay.
E15.
Aniket? It was
E15.
E15. Come on, E15. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. You're a star. Right, one more necklace. This time it's a loop necklace.
E2.
E2. E2. Come on down. Yoo-hoo. Beautiful loop necklace. Let's go. Right. We've got 2 pilot pens. We'll go one at a time. First pilot pen.
D3.
D3. Yay. Congratulations, D3. Something to write in your journal with. And our next pilot pen. We're looking for
E4.
E4. E4. Beautiful. Winning row. Yahoo! And we have a link bracelet now. We're down to our second to last one.
E5.
Yay! What a winning row that one is. E5, congratulations. Okay, folks, this is our last prize, I think, and it is a link bracelet. So, do your business. He's trying with this one, I can see.
E16.
E16, be our last winner! Yay! Wow. Congratulations. Thank you. Can I have a big round of applause for our Kids Can leaders, Jenny Stiles and Philip Littlewood. Thank you so much. And I hope that you enjoyed that. And it makes it feel that absolutely everybody is a winner in the room today. And I'd also like to say thank you so much, Jenny, for your passionate leadership of this organisation. Now, we are going to get into the awards proper, and we're going to start with the Project K Excellence Awards. So Project K is the Foundation's flagship program aimed at transforming the lives of the young people who are invited onto this program. And as you know, it's one that is truly close to our hearts because as we talked about, both Aniket and I have been involved. Aniket, tell me, what was the best thing about being involved with Project K this year?
The best thing about being involved in Project K was that I was paired up with a really awesome mentor. His name was Phil Spear. He's very caring, he's kind, and very organized. He always makes me go out of my zone to always try new things. And yeah, thank you.
Like being a co-host on these awards, which is pretty amazing. As we heard people talking, both Dame Patsy and Jenny, COVID-19 really had a big impact on everybody's lives this year. How did Project K keep you on track?
Project K always kept me on track by helping me stay focused and to always look on the bright side of things, and I'm very appreciative of that.
That's wonderful. And you mentioned that Phil did a great job as a mentor. What kinds of things did you do together?
So together we went hiking, we ate heaps of spicy food. We did a few escape rooms that really tested our knowledge, and yeah, we just had a good bond as one.
Did he let you take your phone away with you?
Yes.
Yeah. Much more lenient. And if you were encouraging other young people to get involved with Project K, what would you say to them?
If I were to encourage you, I would say that you should take this opportunity because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's life-changing, and you won't be the same.
And a kid. It's so wonderful to hear about your experiences. Now, the Project K Awards are sponsored by Bidfood, and I'd like to take this opportunity now to invite Brian Richardson to the stage to present the awards. Come up, Brian. Now, to win an Excellence Award, Project K students must have demonstrated huge progress in their self-confidence, initiative, positive thinking, and achievement of goals, and acted as a role model in the local community. Pretty much like you, Annika.
So for the Project K Excellence Awards, the winners are Samama Now from Auckland, Jalil Aratora Collins from Canterbury, and Vaitolau Aceh from Auckland.
Please come on up. And as our winners come to the stage, the judges said Project K has clearly helped a very special person to let their light shine. Well done on everything that you have achieved so far. The future is yours. Fabulous stuff. And we're going to invite one of you to come and speak. Congratulations, guys, and we'd love one of you to have a quick word and tell us a little bit about your story.
Malolele. My name is Samaima Now. I am a year 11 student at One Tree Hill College. I started my Project K journey in April 2019 when I was 14 years old. I am grateful to have received this award. I feel both shocked and happy because I never thought something like this would happen to me. Before I started Project K, I was very shy and struggled to talk to people. So I was very excited and surprised to be selected. As I took part in the program, my shyness started to change and I gained more confidence, which I also have been able to take outside of Project K. My start to Project K was challenging as I fell off my bike day one of wilderness and hit my head. However, I continued wilderness and it taught me to never give up. I learned that no matter how many obstacles that are in your way, you could either, one, stop everything and, you can either, one, stop and let everything you've worked for fly away, or two, get back up and try again till you reach the end. When I first started the program, I used to judge people by their looks, but through the opportunity of Wilderness and Community Challenge, I was able to learn to change this and to get to know people for who they are and not their looks. This has helped me make more friends from my school and other schools. When I started mentoring, I was shy, nervous, and unsure of being with my mentor, Angie. However, as I got to see her more and did different activities together, I gained more confidence in myself. As Angie opened up to me, introduced me to her husband and her friends, she showed me another world and also helped me open up. Some of my highlights with my mentor were going to Franklin Road Christmas lights, something I hadn't done with my family. Learning how to cook with Angie and her friends, and doing some piano lessons. Throughout the mentoring, I was also lucky enough to share my journey with some All Blacks, which was pretty cool, and some new mentors. Project K has been a big, great journey, which helped me through some challenging times in the year. Facing COVID and some additional sickness within the family was hard. However, the support of Angie helped me get through it, and the lessons of resiliency that Project K taught me. Previously, before Project K, I would have wanted to run away from challenges. However, I learned to overcome obstacles and believe in myself more. I cannot imagine a life without Angie's crazy personality, but I'm grateful for the opportunity Project K and Angie has given me and the lifelong changes. Before I finish, I would like to thank those who have been a great part of my journey. I'd like to thank my mentor, Angie, for teaching me about stuff I never knew, being a friend when needed, taking me to places I've never been to, and for showing me what a crazy personality she has. And taught me a lot of things. Having this opportunity to be with her during mentoring has shown me a lot of things and taught me. A couple of things she taught me is communication, an openness to meeting new people, being committed and being more confident. If I could, I would write a whole book about her, but it would take too much time. I'd like to thank Alyssa, my coordinator, for just being there and supporting me. Thank you for helping me with things I didn't understand, keeping me focused, and for being my taxi driver. I'd like to thank One Tree Hill College for having the Project K program and for allowing students like myself to take part. I'd like to thank my family for allowing me to take part in Project K and for supporting the foundation in my participation. I'd like to finally thank the Graham Dingle Foundation for providing this program for me and for giving me the opportunity to be my better self. Before Project K, I was judgmental, shy, and unconfident. Because of my participation in the program, I now believe in myself for the future, like spending time with people. After Project K, I aspire to use my abilities I have, learn from the program, and take these into the community and world. I want to travel when I'm able to again, after coronavirus, of course. And I want to be happy and successful. Once again, thank you to my mentor and the Graham Dingle Foundation.
Fantastic speech. Thank you so much. And thank you, Brian. Thank you to our winners, Maima. That was a fantastic speech, and I do want to know more about that crazy personality mentor of yours. She sounds absolutely fascinating. Congratulations to our two other winners as well. We are now going to move to our next award, and it is time to talk about KiwiCan. This is the Foundation's primary school program, and it makes a difference to the lives of 23,000 students across the country every week. The magic in KiwiCan comes down to the amazing KiwiCan leaders, and we saw some of them up here just before, and they lead the program. They are multi-talented, providing knowledge, leadership, entertainment, and mentoring. Today we are going to celebrate the dedication and exceptional skills of our leaders. And to present the KiwiCan Outstanding Leader Award, I'd like to invite Justin Kieshoff from Graham Dingle Foundation of Auckland to present the award on behalf of New Zealand Steel. So please come up, Justin. To be nominated for this award, KiwiCan leaders need to have made a positive change in their school, their KiwiCan kids, and their community, and demonstrated creativity and innovation.
And the winners for the KiwiCan Outstanding Leader Team Awards are Pitera Tuhura and Renee Learburn from the Western Bay of Plenty.
Come on up, guys. And this is what our judges said about these two amazing individuals: excellence in teamwork and a can-do attitude and professionalism. Fantastic stuff. Congratulations.
Hi guys. Yeah, well, receiving this award, we were pretty overwhelmed, eh? Yeah, so what is it? We feel really privileged to be up here receiving this award. We have got so many KiwiCan leaders all over the country. They're all deserving. Yo, bro, haven't met yous, but yeah. I know Peter did. So, I think everyone is with the Kiwi Can leaders, being there with the kids every day from the Bay of Plenty. Yeah, I'll hand you over to Peter.
Yeah, adding on to that, yeah, I'm really proud of Renee and I for winning this award. Oh, sorry. For winning this award. And we have, obviously, as a organisation, had to overcome and persevere through COVID-19 and all that stuff. And as a team, me and her, we have worked with 2 intermediate schools, so not just primary schools, so year 8s and year 7s also, and 2 primary schools over in the Bay of Plenty. And with the different diversity of kids and backgrounds and all that kind of stuff, we feel, in mainstream schools too, we feel that we still get our message across in terms of resilience, respect, all of that stuff to them also, so yeah, definitely.
Awesome. I think, though, with the Graham Dingle Foundation, it has not just helped with the schools that I have worked across in the Bay of Plenty, but it has reminded me of the values that we follow through in our lives. So with those tools, being a Kiwi Can leader, I encourage our values in out of school as well. So I coach a lot of teams in the Bay of Plenty. With AIMS, I coached with Te Puke Intermediate last year with our Rugby 7s girls. So yeah, it hasn't just shown me to use it with the children that we work with all over the Bay of Plenty. It's shown me to work with my teams in sports, as well as I'm a mum of 2 boys. So I'm forever always using the values at home. And one thing that I was blessed with, my boys were Kiwi Can kids as well from Papamore Primary School. So they grew up with it, and they were just like, Mum, are you using Kiwi Can on me? I'm like, we got to stay resilient, or you need to show integrity. My oldest boy's a first 15 player in the Bay of Plenty. So I'm forever following through with those values with our young adults that are off to uni. So I'm like their auntie. So they're like, auntie. I was like, come on, guys, we've got to persevere, we've got to stay resilient. And they're like, all right, and here's a sausage sizzle, go hard, go play your game. So, yeah, no, it's just been a massive blessing being able to follow through, not just in our schools, but in our community as well.
And for myself in this organisation, through being a Kiwi Can leader, I've gained much confidence being in front of children. I'm also gaining better management skills within the lessons, and co-facilitating our lessons together. Renee and I always reflect on whether myself I'm doing these values, so whether I'm integrating integrity in my life, am I being resilient, am I respecting other people? And when we are doing our lessons, I guess we get to reflect that on the time, and also practice them also, and with our kids too, and all that kind of stuff. And looking back at my shy stuff at the start of the year when we had our camp just across in Auckland, yeah, definitely a major change for me and myself, and it has solidified my goal to become a teacher in the future, so definitely.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, so watch your space, teacher, and I'm looking at going back, so we still be a Kiwi Can leader, but I'm looking at becoming a youth worker as well in the Bay of Plenty, so I'll be studying next year. Last but not least, we have a few team members that we'd like to thank. So first of all, I'd like to thank Jan, our coordinator. She's not here today, but yeah, for being our mama bear. So this is not just for us two, it's for our whole crew of Kiwi Can leaders. She's literally our mama bear, looking over us all the time, always being our support pole, and always being able to ring her day or night. And when I say day or night, it's literally Jan is always available for us. So yeah, thanks, Dan. Hope we're up live.
Awesome. And carrying on with that too, I'd like to also thank Dan, who's in the crowd at the moment, Dan Allen Gordon, our regional manager, for working really hard behind the scenes and making sure not only Kiwi Can, but all the rest of the our programs over in the Bay of Plenty are growing as well. So can we have a quick paki paki for them too?
And for our liaisons at our 4 schools that we show lessons through. So one of our schools is Katikati College for our year 7s and 8s, and that is for Lindsay and Jen. They are awesome liaisons.
Also one of our other schools, Brendan, who's at Te Ranga Primary School.
And Fire Ange from Te Mātai Primary School.
And Mātua Taimana from Te Wharikura o Mawa.
Awesome. So they have made this possible, I think, as well with us winning this year, because with the support with them, they've made us feel welcome in our schools. So they just make our job 100 times easier. And last but not least, all the rest of our KiwiCan Graham Dingle Foundation crew that haven't been able to make it here today. Aroha mai. Awesome. Thanks, team.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Justin. And thank you, Petera and Renee. That was absolutely fantastic tag team presentation. And I am so impressed that you can read such tiny writing on your phone flawlessly as well. And a big shout out to also your colleagues who are hopefully watching on the live stream. Beautifully done. So our next award, it's about, we're staying with KiwiCan, and this time it is about some of the pretty special schools that partner with KiwiCan. This next award is the KiwiCan Outstanding School Award, sponsored by Mitre 10. And I'd like to invite their representative, Matthew Washington, to the stage to present the award. Come on up, Matthew. Thank you, Mitre 10. Now, to be nominated for this award, a KiwiCan school will have demonstrated outstanding commitment to the KiwiCan program by supporting the KiwiCan leaders, fine people like the pair that we just saw on stage, its students and wider community.
And the winner is KO Primary School. And now I would like to invite the Deputy Principal to accept this award and to speak to us.
Come on up, Debbie Hancock. The judges said it is wonderful to see such ongoing long-term commitment to the values of KiwiCan and such complete integration of the values and culture into the school. Come on up, Debbie.
Thank you very much. It really is such a special treat to be here today. I knew on Friday that I was coming, so excuse me if I'm a bit nervy. My name's Debbie Hancock. I'm the Deputy Principal at Kaio Primary School. We're nestled neatly between Kirikiri and the beautiful Whangaroa Harbour. Our school is made up predominantly of Māori children. We have a reasonable amount of poverty in our area, but we do have a fabulous community. They support us, they support our school. I can't describe how honoured I'm to be here today to receive the Outstanding Schools Award on behalf of our beautiful children and of course the staff of Kaio School and all the KiwiCan leaders and the KiwiCan coordinators. The award wouldn't be able to be presented, of course, if it wasn't the dedicated people behind the scenes, and I know there are numerous people who we don't get to meet that work so hard at fundraising, getting sponsors, so that our children benefit from this beautiful program. So I'll describe a Friday at Kaio School for you. It starts usually about 8:15 when the kids arrive, and then the KiwiCan leaders arrive. They've got their green and black on, looking all smart. They are mobbed, man. Their kids just love them, absolutely adore them. They're part of our community, they're part of our school community. They do work outside of what they need to do. They're really dedicated people. So Friday comes and it's little old room 4's turn to go to Kiwi Can, and they're all just really excited, sat up all nice, ready, waiting. And we get in there. You do not stop, man. There's no chalk and talk. It's straight into it. Energizer this, Energizer that. Driven through all those beautiful, wonderful values and just lovely things that they teach them. I reckon I clocked up about 5,000 steps one session, no word of a lie. So when you see these guys get up here and they're really energetic and they're like, that's it, that's what you do for about an hour. There's no stop. So I'd just like to say thank you again. I can't believe that we actually have won it. This is our second time, so we're really, really proud of the fact that this is our second time. It will take this award. I talked to the boss yesterday, and he had a screwdriver in one hand and a drill in the other, and I said, "What are you doing, Paul?" And he said, "I'm putting up a shelf." And I said, "Why are you putting up a shelf?" He said, "For the award, bring the award home." So the award's going, and it's going to be in a very prominent position in the office at Kayo School. And yeah, thank you so much, all of you, and especially you guys down the front for your ongoing support for the Kiwi Can kids. Thank you.
Debbie, we're absolutely stoked to have you up here. And Matthew, thank you for presenting that award. I'm just going to double check, and I could be wrong, but we might have we got a little video of Kayo Primary School? We do, because I think it would be magical for us to actually see something of what Debbie has talked about. Thank you so much.
You know what? We've learned so much in Kiwi Can that we've even came up with our own catchphrase. Maybe you should use this, Kiwi Can.
Kiwi Can says, look after your friends. When you play, then you'll have friends every day.
We are a Kiwi Can school because
We are kind
and we are caring. We are responsible. We have integrity.
We are cooperative.
We are good friends. We are honest. We are a community.
We are respectful. We have morals.
We are a family.
We are a Kiwi Can school.
Wow. Congratulations, Kayo Primary School. And we'd love to see the shelf and the award on it. So if you want to post it on social media or anywhere at some time, I'm sure we'd all love to see it. Right. We are going from primary school to high school now, and our next award is 4 stars. STARS program supports young people as they transition into high school, with senior students taking the role of peer mentors. STARS encourages leadership talent, and this award is for an outstanding contribution from a peer mentor. The award is sponsored by AIG, and I'd like to invite Tony Ferrier to join us on stage to present the award. Thank you for being here, Tony. Lovely to see you. Now, to be nominated in this category, our STARS mentors, peer mentors, will have demonstrated leadership and positive mentoring and role modelling to other peer mentors and young people within the program.
We have 3 winners in this category. The STARS Outstanding Contribution from a Peer Mentor Award goes to Shana Steer from the Western Bay of Plenty, Faisa Ache from Auckland, and Philip Ghana from Auckland.
Come on up, guys. And here's what our judges had to say about our 3 winners. Joy from seeing others succeed, selfless. standing out in her commitment to this role and her education, driven and goal-setting, respected by peers, Year 9 students and teaching staff. Shana, would you come and speak to us?
Right. Wow, this is such a cool opportunity. So first of all, I just wanted to say thank you to the Graham Dingle Foundation for creating this program in which I was able to learn important leadership skills and create long-lasting friendships with my peers, which were built through trust and reliability. I also wanted to say thank you to my mentor Jade, who unfortunately can't be here at the ceremony, but she told me she was watching the live stream, so yeah, I'll talk to her after that. But I wanted to show my appreciation for all the work that she has put into our group at Otamote College and the help that she gave me personally. She helped me to get to where I am today, so thank you, Jade. So about my story with peer mentoring. When I started college in Year 9, we had mentors ourselves who created a positive impact on my form class. They helped us create strong bonds which led to friendships, which I still have to this day, even if I don't see them on a daily basis. From this experience, I knew that I wanted to become a peer mentor in Year 13. The thing that I enjoyed the most about being a peer mentor was getting to know the students, as they were all so unique. They all brought something different to the class atmosphere and were very cheerful and enthusiastic. I discovered this through the many different activities that STARS holds, such as the camp and Starsopoly, which they all loved. Through these activities, I felt like the class grew strong connections with each other and also with us mentors, which was very special to me. I understand that coming to a large school, such as Otamote College, can be daunting for the younger students, so the fact that the class got along really well and created friendships that I believe will last into the future made the time put into the program worth it. Something that I learned through being a peer mentor was being a good role model. Before I started the role, I didn't think that I would have a major impact on the students' lives. I thought that I would be there to show them around the school, help them make friends, and give them some advice along the way. However, instead I was given the opportunity to create a positive influence on the students' lives by being someone that was available for them at all times and being someone that they could trust. I had many students open up to me about issues, which I then gave guidance on how to fix them or where to seek help. I never believed that students would trust and communicate with me as much as they did, which is something that has positively affected my life. Now, 2020 has been quite the year of strange and unknown circumstances due to COVID-19, but we made it through. So with the lack of face-to-face contact, it made it hard to interact with the students, and everyone had their own circumstances to deal with. However, I was really grateful with my mentoring team as we all banded together in an effort to keep the program running by using Google Classroom and also by just checking in on them to see if they needed us. Although this challenged us, I felt that the effort that we put in over lockdown positively impacted the relationships within the class, and it strengthened the connections that we had when we came back to school because the students knew that we actually cared for them, which was very, very special to me. This role has benefited me personally as I have gained a greater understanding of how I can make a positive impact on other people's lives. Through seeing how much the students trusted me and opened up to me, I now understand how much having someone that you can trust, like an older sibling, is significant for younger people. This experience means that I will continue to try and be there for my peers when they need help, as I understand the positive impact of having a person that you trust in your life. Now, moving on from school and STARS, I have many hopes and ambitions for what I want to achieve in the near future. However, through this role, I have learned about the importance of student mental health and how there is so much more that we need to do for students as they go through the challenges of being a teenager. I have witnessed the effects of poor mental health in students and how it can affect their lives. So, in my goal, I want to help remove the stigmas that surround mental health. So I hope that through my political science and psychology degree at Waikato next year, I will be able to create a positive stance and create influence. So thank you so much, Graham Dingle, and also Dan and my mentor Jade, who's on the live stream. And thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really, really has benefited me. Thank you. Thank you.
Shana, thank you for an amazingly thoughtful speech and reminding us so poignantly of the challenges that young people are facing right now and all the time. Okay, our next award is for Career Navigator. Career Navigator is a Ready for Work program that helps students make informed decisions about their future pathway. And this really just shows again the breadth of what the Graham Dingle Foundation does. Career Navigator connects business partners with high school students, giving real-world experience, workshops and site visits. This award is sponsored by SAP or SAP, so could I please ask Nick Quinn from SAP to join me on stage, please, to present the Career Navigator Outstanding Student Award. To be nominated for this award, our Career Navigator graduates needed to have actively sought opportunities to build their career readiness, demonstrated leadership and a great work ethic, and also proven that they are on track to achieve their goals.
And the winner of the Career Navigator Outstanding Achievement Award of a student is Tiare Petero from Waikato.
Come on up, Tiare. And as you come, we'll read what the judges had to say. A fantastic level of commitment to being in the program during lockdown. Tiare sought advice from her mentors and has made some realistic, short and long-term career plans. Congratulations, Tiare.
Kia ora, my name is Tiare. I'm from Waikato in the Te Ngaruahia High School. Firstly, I would like to express how honoured I feel to have won this award. You wouldn't believe it that I was almost expelled from school 3 years ago, and now to become a student who has grown to be an awesome leader and friend to many people in my school and community. The program gave me mentors who were always available to support, guide and give me direction for not only while I was at school but life after school as well. With their help, I have learned to work in a team and take responsibility for my learning and future. I became a house leader, student mentor and captain for various sports teams. I feel being part of this program has very much benefited me and my peers. Not only does it help you with life skills and a future career, but it also helps to bring your best qualities about you to life. And I feel I have gained a lot of knowledge and confidence within myself through this process, which I feel has helped me to become an even stronger leader for my peers. If anyone had asked me where I would have been 4 years ago, I would never have thought that I would be enrolled for 2021 on a tertiary program studying in outdoor education. In the future, I hope to become an OED teacher as sports and fitness is something important to me. I also want to go, sorry.
Good save.
Yeah. I also want to be able to give back to my community and help others that were too in my position. I will be the first in my family to complete NCEA Level 3 and go on to further education. I hope what I have shared with you all today will inspire both adults and youth to jump on board and get involved with the program. It is something that you should be it should be something that is very important to all of us as it is helping to shape the future of our youth and people. and it has certainly helped me. I would encourage anyone who is offered a position on this program to grab it with both hands and get 100% involved. To conclude my speech, I would like to thank you all, the Graham Dingle Foundation, Imogen as the organiser, Mark and Ruku as my mentors, and Mr. Jarnett for not expelling me 3 years ago. Yeah, thank you.
You did an awesome job. Tiari, that was wonderful. It is an honour to share the stage with you, and it is amazing to hear your journey and your experiences. Thank you so much for sharing, and congratulations. I'm going to ask our Kids Can leaders, can you guys come down here and shake up the audience for us and get them clapping? Hey? Because I think after those awards and after those moving speeches, we actually probably need a little bit more energy in the room. And you are the guys to do it. I'm really impressed with that laser applause. Got to get it going at work. You're awesome. You're awesome. Kiwi Can says. Kiwi Can says. I respect you. You respect me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
One more time. Ready?
Kiwi Can says. I respect you. You respect me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Well, our programs rely on strong coordination, as you can see, and management. And the Foundation is really lucky to have a network of incredible coordinators across the country. And they are absolutely the glue that keeps it together and makes it happen. So today, we want to acknowledge our outstanding program coordinators. And could I please ask Sarah Tucker from Lion to come up and present the award?
And the winner of the Outstanding Program Coordinator Award is Carla Gurin from Canterbury.
Woohoo! Carla, thank you for being here from Canterbury. And this is what our judges said. Carla has strengthened the Kiwi Can program by building a really strong team, fostering their capacity to reach their own potential and the tamariki that they work with.
I will use my glasses. Hopefully that stays there. Tēnā koutou katoa. My home, Ōtautahi. I'm sure that around the world we are now... I'm going to start that again. I'm sure that around the world we are now a well-known city, not for our beauty of the Avon River or the lovely Hagley Park and the gardens, but for what we have had to face. On the 22nd of February 2011, 185 people lost their lives in the Christchurch earthquake. We were instantly the main topic around the globe. On Monday afternoon, on the 13th of February 2017, the Port Hills fire started, and the damage from this was horrific. A helicopter crashed, helping to fight the fires, causing the death of the pilot. Hundreds of residents were evacuated also. 15th of March 2019, 2 consecutive mass shootings occurred at mosques in a terrorist attack during Friday prayer. The attack carried out by a single gunman who entered both mosques, killing 51 people and injuring 40. Today, I'm humbled to be recognised as the most outstanding programs coordinator and to receive this award. And I would like to thank my General Manager, Chris Davis, for nominating me. Cheers, Chris. I would like to accept this award on behalf of my KiwiCan team, who are continuously working on the front line with our amazing, resilient tamariki. They are the ones who are face to face with the students each day. They are the ones that were there for them the day of the shootings, when most of our schools went into lockdown and we had terrified children. They stayed in their schools until all students were back with their carers and safe. These guys are my heroes. Even though we have faced a lot of challenges as a city, my leaders have shown all themes that we teach our students. They have been positive, respectful, shown integrity, but most of all have had to dig deep and use their resilience. As I visit our 19 schools and I see the big smiles on the children's faces and the love that they have for the KiwiCan program, I am reminded of just how much I love my role as KiwiCan coordinator. I have been a primary school teacher and a toolbox parenting educator for 16 years, and after seeing the power of the KiwiCan program, I believe that it would change our nation if it was somehow able to be delivered in all primary schools. The values that we teach are respect, which you've heard a lot about today, integrity, resilience, and positive relationships. We plan all our own lessons and can cater specifically for our individual schools. The leaders follow a structured lesson plan, which is in line with the New Zealand curriculum, and each lesson has a specific learning intention that we follow and is the main focus for that session. This is shared verbally and seen visually so that the children know the purpose for the week. KiwiCan is very different from a normal math or literacy lesson that would take place in a typical primary school classroom. As the children enter into the KiwiCan space, it is like watching the weight of the world off their shoulders. The children are loved and accepted, and we want them to leave with their cup overflowing. It is a space where they can trust and be vulnerable and know that there will be no judgment. When you use movement, role plays, music, games, and healthy competition, the students can't wait for the KiwiCan sessions to come around each week. And when we join all of the above with our themes, this is a perfect match for delivering a life-changing program. There is a lot of fun and quirky little KiwiCan attributes, which you've tried out today. Thank you, KiwiCan leaders, along with plenty of games and movement. KiwiCan claps, actions, phrases are a large component of the program. However, the most important part for me is when we get to celebrate our tamariki and to remind each individual that they have worth and no matter what they face daily, that they can make it. I'm extremely proud to be a part of this incredible organisation. I get to see firsthand the evidence of how it impacts so many lives of our incredible children who are all deserve to be loved and told that no matter what challenges they face in life, that what they have inside of them is greater than any obstacle. Nō reira, tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Carla, thank you for painting such a vivid picture of what happens and giving us real insight into what takes place in those sessions with children when they are in an environment that they can trust and feel supported. And congratulations for being the representative of all the amazing coordinators working throughout the country, and wonderful to see you up here from Canterbury. So thank you all for your patience this afternoon. We are coming now to the Outstanding Contributor Award. It's a very special award. An organisation that touches and changes the lives of over 27,000 children and young people a year can't do it without highly skilled volunteers. And this next award recognises the key role that hundreds of volunteers play within the wider Graham Dingle Foundation. And I'm going to now ask Philip Littlewood from Stride back onto the stage to present this special award. Come on up, Philip.
And the winner of the Outstanding Contribution Award goes to Ted Cully from Marlborough.
Ted has been a long-time supporter of the Marlborough region. Ted has been a supporter of the KiwiCan program since he saw the direct impact it had on the lives of individual children taking part in the program over 10 years ago in Northland. Since then, he's been a huge advocate both within his company, Sanford itself, a long-time sponsor partner, and in communities across the country. His passion led him to champion the introduction of KiwiCan in his home region of Marlborough. Ted's belief in KiwiCan helped get it across the line in a couple of local schools, and since then the growth of the Graham Dingle Foundation programs in Marlborough has been astronomical. Almost 60% of kids in Marlborough are now part of the KiwiCan every week. Ted has a strong commitment to the foundation and is super active in fundraising. He's done it all, including abseiling, kayaking across Cook Strait, and tandem skydiving from 20,000 feet. Crazy man. He's also incredibly inspiring to others, and he takes up the cause and support in the interests of the foundation. He's an absolute believer in the value of the foundation in every way, and his long-standing support has helped grow the impact of the Graham Dingle Foundation Marlborough from 350 kids every week in 2013 to close to 3,000 kids every week in 2020. Ted Kelly, congratulations.
Thank you. See, this standing up here is part of the problem of being associated with KiwiCan. So you've got these special people down in Marlborough, particular one, Kelvin Watt, who doesn't tell you anything that's going on, but talks you into all sorts of crazy things. So that's why I'm standing in front of you today. He sent me an email and said, oh, we thought we'd nominate some guy for an award. Hey, guess what? It's you. And you've won. Oh, what? That's not right. That can't be right. So it's really cool to be here today, and one of the reasons is that seeing Debbie get the award for Kaio School. Debbie, I saw my first lesson in Kaio School, and that is what convinced me that this was a great program to be associated with. So that's why I've been smitten ever since, right? So I'm standing here today, and I'm a volunteer. I've done some fundraising. And it's all about just having conversations with people. And, it's amazing if you sit in an aeroplane and you talk about this program, people say, and you're jumping out of an aeroplane, you're crazy. Yeah, well, how about give me some money? Yeah, okay. And that's how it goes. And in the last fundraising effort, over 30% of that money didn't come from New Zealand. So that's talking to people internationally, so as far away as Norway, and they still contribute. So even people from around the world get it, right? So I'm just so proud to be involved in this organisation. I'm standing here, I guess, really representing my supporters, and in my last effort there was 110 people that supported me through that fundraising process, so it's them that also need the thank you. Because they've done a great job, because I wouldn't be standing here without them, right? And a real special thanks to my team in Marlborough. We have a really special relationship. I do not know what Kelvin's got up for me next, but I'm sure he'll think of something. So to Sir Graham Dingle, Dame Jo Wilkinson, you've done a great job of starting this program, and God, it's hard not for it to capture you. And you've seen what's happened today. The people, all the kids that have come on the stage today, how can you not be bloody smitten by that? It's awesome, and well done, guys. You did a great job.
Ted, I'm going to hold you on stage for a minute longer. Philip, I'm going to release you. If you just want to stand over there. Philip, you can leave after an absolutely superb job. I'm going to take my co-host in front of you, Ted. And we just wanted to keep you on stage, Ted. This is typically, you were being typically self-effacing just then. We've got a little surprise for you. And I'm going to get Aniket to announce it.
And I would now like to invite Sir Graham Dingle and to the stage to make another presentation to Ted Cully. Sorry.
There's something curiously familiar about this bit of gear, because over 50 years ago, I had this clipped to my chest, and either this one or one very similar to it saved our lives on the north face of the Eiger. Murray fell. We were making the world's first ascent of all the classic European North Faces in one season, and my friend Murray Jones fell off in the exit cracks 2,000 metres above the deck, and I think it was this one that stopped him. Ted, of course, has been a fundraising machine for us, and I'd like to put to him a new challenge. Next time, Ted, try for $1 million, will you?
I'll do my best, Graham.
Thank you. Ted's last escapade was to first of all lose 20 kilograms so that he could jump from 20,000 feet and generate $30,000 for Marlborough. And so I'm very proud to award this in anticipation of the $1 million.
That's beautiful. Do you want to say anything else, Ted?
Crikey. Thank you, Graham. Yes, while everybody was social distancing with humans, I was social distancing with the refrigerator. So it was pretty hard yakka actually to lose 20 kilos, but I got there, and I'll take up the challenge for the next sponsorship. I think $1 million might be a bit tough, but I'll do my best. Thank you.
Oh. Thank you, guys. Thank you, gentlemen. Absolutely wonderful. Ted, you might have been the only person in New Zealand social distancing from their refrigerator during lockdown, but what a wonderful effort, and for wonderful reasons. Graham, thank you for that, and what an incredible trophy and reminder of the extraordinary things that you have done in your life, Graham and Ted. Guys, we are down now, if you look at the table, to our final award, and it is, again, another really special one. It is the Sir Edmund Hillary Youth Achievement Award, and this award recognises outstanding commitment and continued success amongst Project K graduates who have left school and continued on the values of Project K into their career and lives. So nominees for this award must demonstrate how they have continued to grow and succeed in outstanding ways since completing the Project K program, and have clearly incorporated the Project K philosophy and values into their daily life and work ethic, and be able to demonstrate the challenges and adversities that they have overcome where they are now and where they see themselves in the future. And because it is a really special award, I'm going to ask Dame Patsy Reddy back onto the stage to present it. Please come up, Dame Patsy. Fantastic, thank you.
And the winner of the Sir Edmund Hillary Youth Achievement Award goes to Nicola Biss.
Nicola. Nicola, our judges said this about you. It is hard to think of a better endorsement of the program's effectiveness than when you look at what Nicola has achieved. Nicola Biss, congratulations.
Thank you for this award. I am truly honoured. When I first found out I'd been nominated for this award, I wanted to savour the moment and enjoy the pure bliss I was feeling for thinking about what I'd overcome since Project K. It's been 14 years since I was on the Project K, and I still remember everything so vividly. The Graham Dingle Foundation helped save my life. At the time of being selected for Project K, I was 14 years old, and smoking and stealing, in detention most lunchtimes and after school, going out with guys in gangs, wagging school most days, and I knew that one day I'd die from suicide. Like all depressed and rebellious youth, I wasn't born feeling like this, it was learned. I went to 3 different kindergartens, 3 different primary schools, 3 different high schools, and being the new kid and often looking at things differently, I never just seemed to fit in. When I was 9, I started being bullied by other students. The bullying lasted through 4 different schools, so I started to blame myself. This formed a false belief that then conditioned me to think I was just never good enough. At 11 years old, I started harming myself to take the pain away, and then when I went to high school, things got really bad. I went to boarding school, and about 3 months in, my new best friend turned on me. This girl was a ringleader, and so for the next 3 months, all of my close friends began to abandon me, and I gave up trying at anything. Most of those days, I'd go to my locker and find hate letters. At age 13, I started seriously planning my suicide, collecting tools, practicing my exact movements to make sure no one could interfere. I am fortunate to have a loving family that never gave up on me. At 13 and a half years old, I was removed from the school, and this ringleader girl was expelled. I went to a new school, and all I wanted was to fit in, but I didn't know who I was anymore. At 14 years old, Project K was fortunately funded at my new high school, and I was selected for the program. Project K was a catalyst for finding myself again. Project K involved a 3-week wilderness adventure with 11 other students in the mountains, and then 12 months of working towards personal goals and being guided by a mentor, then 3 months of volunteering in the community. All up, an 18-month commitment, a long time for a 14-year-old who's never committed to anything in her life. The 3-week wilderness adventure was a life-defining moment for me. For the first time in 5 years, I was excited about life and its potential again. The next 12 months were for setting and working on goals with a trained mentor who guided me along the way. My mentor was about 60 years old, and so even meeting up with her put me out of my comfort zone. But I began to realize that most great things do happen outside of your comfort zone, and that's when great change happens. Fast forward to today, and I've achieved some things I never thought possible before Project K. I ended up being awarded 2nd place in biology and graphics at high school, graduated with a Bachelor of Communications in Wellington, moved to Sydney to work in the film industry, became a bus driver, tour guide, became an electrical engineer, moved to London to work in PR, worked in New York, travelled to nearly 30 countries, mentored a Project K student here in Auckland myself, was a trustee of the Graham Dingle Foundation, travelled through India on my own and other parts of Asia to start my business, and I'm now working at ANZ as a digital content, and also have my own ethical business, which is built on the basis of helping to make the world a better place. But the most important part about where I am now is feeling fully healed. The lessons I learned from Project K, following my heart, studying evolution, meditation, talking to clinical psychologists, to rewire my brain, doing whatever I needed to do to get to where I am. I now naturally help others by just being me and spreading the love, and it's ironic because being myself was what I was scared of doing all those years. I've now inspired 6 other friends to start their own businesses, and I've helped countless friends and strangers around the world dissolve their suicidal thoughts. I've got nothing to hide and no hidden agenda, and people trust me for that and talk to me. I've learned it's never too late to start fresh, learn something new, change direction, and achieve whatever you want to achieve. I've learned it's not normal to have suicidal thoughts, and admitting you need professional help is also the hardest but best thing you can do. I've learned healing doesn't mean you'll never face adversity again, but it means you'll overcome anything. You can overcome anything. We're boundless. What the Graham Dingle Foundation say they do are not just words on a page. The programs work for so many people in so many different ways. I am one of the lucky ones who was in the right place at the right time to receive the opportunity of Project K. Countless friends tell me how much they would have benefited from Project K if it had come to their school when they were 14. Lots of people have a hard road to walk before they find inner peace. I'm just more open about mine because I hope it will help others. With support and perseverance, we can all make it through our struggles. Life is extremely short and precious. Let's make it count. Thank you.
I'm going to cry. That was amazing. Thank you. Beautiful. Patsy, Nicola, I can't thank you enough for telling us and sharing what your experiences. It really supremely makes a difference. And I know that everybody in this room will take that story away and will share it further. And I think it will truly benefit others who hear about someone like yourself who has managed to really take life's challenges on and meet them face to face and do something extraordinary with your life. And you're right, sometimes things about mindfulness and resilience can be just words on the page. It is wonderful to hear that of an experience such as yourselves where something true and transformative really can and will happen. So thank you. Can we have one more round of applause for so super to have you here. What an amazing way to end. But we're not quite at the end because we are going to finish this wonderful afternoon of hope and possibility with a few words from the chairman of the board. So I'd like to invite Grant Hope to our stage. Thank you. Come on.
Good afternoon. I promise I'll keep this brief. Kia ora, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Wow, what an afternoon. I feel almost very privileged to be up here and just to say a few thanks. But ladies and gentlemen, students, thank you very much for this afternoon. On behalf of the Graham Dingle board, I would like to bring this wonderful afternoon to a close. Firstly, it's my pleasure to acknowledge our patron, the Right Honourable Dame Patsy Reddy, Governor-General of New Zealand, and Sir David Gascoigne. We're very grateful for your ongoing patronage of the Foundation. I'd also like to thank Philip Littlewood from Stride Property for you and your team, and I'm here to convey our absolute appreciation for your ongoing commitment, not only to the Foundation, but to these awards. The work of the Foundation, as you've heard this afternoon, is only possible because of the generosity and the incredible commitment of our sponsors and our volunteers from across the country. A huge thank you to you all. Your ongoing contribution, your ongoing support, and your ability to be with us here today and live streaming means a lot to us. Today you have heard from our students, our leaders, our staff, and our volunteers from Aotearoa. And from those of you that have given enormously to the Foundation themselves. It has been a privilege just to hear what you have achieved. You inspire us, you show us what is possible, and you give us hope for the future. I'd also like to today acknowledge the pivotal role that our founders continue to play for the foundation. Sir Graham Dingle, Joanne Wilkinson, Lady Dingle, still seems strange with Joanne, but 25 years ago they started the foundation, and they are as committed today as they were on day one. And I think hard work obviously pays off. They don't look any older from the videos, in my opinion. That's a huge achievement, not only for the foundation, but for us all and for our country. Finally, thank you to Jenny, your ongoing commitment this year, and your team, what you've achieved. And as we've heard today, what an interesting year it's been, and to make this day so possible, and this is what it's all about, is today. To our community partners and everything you do, to our schools, to everyone. It's such a huge whānau, and we love just being part of it. And finally, thank you to Carol and Aniket. What a great emceeing. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you very much. But mostly to you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sharing this journey with us this afternoon. Kia kaha. Yeah. I do have a presentation to make to our MCs. I've been promised. I'm sure you saw them.
Oh, how gorgeous.
So thank you again. Thank you very much again on behalf of the foundation. These are for you, Carol.
Thank you so much. That is a lovely.
And Aniket. You don't need to do it. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Every day.
Fantastic. No. Thank you so much, Grant. And I just want to reiterate again a huge, huge thank you to everybody who's in the room today, who, with your continued support, you make it possible for young people, for the rangatahi and tamariki that whose lives are touched by the Graham Dingle Foundation to really move forward and transform in their lives. And it's, as Graham says, the challenge continues. But it is by working collectively together we make this possible. We are going to close, I think, on another karakia. And I see my lovely friend, my ehoa, getting to his feet. So I will pass the baton to you, my dear. And just before we go, thank you very much, Grant. I want to give special thanks to my co-host, Aniket. Aniket, how was today for you?
It's been really amazing. I'm glad that I got this opportunity handed to me, and I really appreciated it. Thank you, everyone.
You have been an outstanding co-host, and I've had a few in my time, I've got to say. Possibly one of the most handsome ones too, but I won't tell John Campbell. So thank you so much. We really appreciate your efforts. Again, to our founders and to our special guests, our excellencies, Dame Patsy Reddy and Sir David Gascoigne, thank you so much for being with us. And I think we are going to get everybody on their feet again as we release you. And thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And we will let our excellencies leave. Absolutely. Oh, we're going to put everybody up here? Please forgive me. You are a winner, Dame Patsy, in every single way. Can we have all of our winners? I failed to ask for our group photo. So if we could, and everybody can sit down while we do the photo. Thank you so much. And again, as everybody makes their way up. Can I also thank those of you who have come from some distance to be with us today? It's been wonderful to see all of you, and so good to have the opportunity to be live streaming, and hopefully maybe people at home will be able to see this extraordinary group gathering for their prize photo. And I think you should get in there again. Come in. Beautiful. So we'll just all shuffle in. We'll keep on moving down the stage, and then our photographer will be, who is at the back. Hello. She is going to motion to us and make sure that we're in a nice tidy group. So, and Pam is ordering everybody in the right order beautifully. Fantastic. Into the light, folks. What a group. Okay, folks, now we've got our group. Can we have a huge round of applause again? Here they are, our winners for 2020. Woohoo! Yay! We'll clap again as they get their photo taken. One last time. Thank you so much, guys. Woohoo! And if we shuffle safely down those steps, that would be great. Kia ora. Thank you. Dame Patsy, thank you. It looks hugely heavy.
Good to see you. I'm going to Turning of the Tide tomorrow. You're going to be there?
Yeah, I'm not actually. I'm not. I would. Elections.
Carol, lovely to see you. Thank you so much. So beautifully done.
A great pleasure. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to release Dame Patsy and Sir David. Thank you again for being with us. And if we're on our feet, that would be terrific. Beautiful. I'm going to clap them out. I don't know. It feels appropriate. Again, thank you so much for being here. Please go enjoy the day and enjoy the evening. Thanks again. Bye.